Okay. Are the four Sunni Imams in the same time period of Imam Jaffere Sadiq alayhi salam? The question we asked ourselves was how long Imam Jaffere Sadiq alayhi salam lived and what were the time periods of these Imams.
The four Imams are Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh, Imam Malik rahmatullah alayh, Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayh, and Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahmatullah alayh. These are the main figures whose interpretations of Hadith and Quran are followed by majority of Sunni Muslims all over the world. They are therefore believed to be of great importance to the correct practice of Islam. The question which I always ask is to which time period these four Imams were, and were they the direct students of Imam Jaffere Sadiq alayhi salam. As we can see here that Imam Jaffere Sadiq alayhi salam was born in 83 after Hijrah, and there are the only two Imams, Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Malik, who were closest to this 83 after Hijrah. Imam Abu Hanifa was born in Kufa in 80 after Hijrah, and Imam Malik was born in 93 after Hijrah in Medina. Imam Shafi was born in 150 after Hijrah, which is in no way in direct connection to Imam Jaffere Sadiq alayhi salam, because he was already martyred in 148 after Hijrah when Imam Shafi was born. And so is Imam Hanbal rahmatullah alayh, who was born in Baghdad in 164 after Hijrah. It is said that Imam Abu Hanifa, who was born in Kufa, went to Medina and remained only for 2 years the student of Imam Jaffere Sadiq alayhi salam. Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh, he was brought up so as to become a great judge, but he became an Imam al-Madhab. He had a superior and amazingly keen intellect. He was actually a direct descendant of a Persian notable, and he learned fiqh with the help of Hamad ibn Abi Sulaiman. He enjoyed the companionships of many notables of Tabi'een, and of course of only for 2 years of Imam Jaffere Sadiq alayhi salam. It is said in the same website that in 164 after Hijrah, Mansur, the Banu Abbas caliph of the Muslim Empire, he wanted Imam Abu Hanifa to become the Qazi of Baghdad, chief Qazi of Baghdad, but he don't want to, so he put him in prison and he was administered a dose of poison, and so he died in 150 after Hijrah. So in no way he can ask in 164 after Hijrah when Imam Abu Hanifa was already died in 150 after Hijrah.
Imam Malik was the son of Anas ibn Malik. His family was originally from a tribe in Yemen, which is Al-Asbahi, but his great-grandfather relocated the family to Medina after accepting Islam. Living in Medina, Malik had access to some of the most learned minds in early Islam. He memorized the Quran in his youth. He studied under some of the various famous scholars, including Hashim ibn Arwa, Ibn Shihab al-Zuhri, and Imam Abu Hanifa, the founder of the Hanafi Sunni Madhab, under the 6th Shia Imam. Imam Malik died in the year 796 AD in Medina and is buried in the famous Al-Baqi cemetery in the city of the Prophet. Yes, he could have received an education from Imam Jaffere Sadiq alayhi salam, but he was an actual student of Imam Abu Hanifa.
Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayh, he was born in Gaza and moved to Makkah when he was about 10, and he is reported to have studied in the school of Makkah. Then he moved to Medina to teach others of the message of Islam and be taught by Malik ibn Anas. Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayh, in Baghdad, he developed his first madhab influenced by the teachings of both Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Malik. Thus his work there is known as Al-Madhab Al-Qadim Al-Imam Al-Shafi, or the old school of Al-Shafi. He was a student of Imam Malik rahmatullah alayh, but he was not a direct student of Imam Jaffere Sadiq alayhi salam. It was a great saying of Imam Shafi alayhi salam that
the Rasulullah has made it necessary for the people to love the Ahlul Bayt in the Quran, which is it means it is wajib for the people to love Ahlul Bayt. And another one of his sayings that in prayer we must praise the Ahlul Bayt,
say the rood,
say the rood, or otherwise our prayer will be void. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. He was born in 780 AD in Khorasan, Iraq. He died in 855 AD in Baghdad. He began to study the hadith and traditions at age 15. He traveled widely with great masters and made 5 pilgrimages to Makkah. He compiled the traditions of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Opposing codifications of the law, he believed jurists needed the freedom to derive legal solutions from the Quran and the Sunnah. So as we can see, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal was born in Baghdad in 780 AD, and Imam Jaffere Sadiq al-Islam was already martyred in 765 AD in Medina. So it was impossible for Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal to be the student of Imam Jaffere Sadiq al-Islam. He was a direct student and companion of Imam Abu Hanifa. He must be 90 years of age, because when Imam Hanbal was born, Imam Abu Hanifa must be at least 80 years of age. His teachers are also Imam Jaffere.
So the conclusion is, as we can see through the historical background, that only Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh had the privilege of being a student of the great Imam Jaffere Sadiq al-Islam. Although Imam Abu Hanifa was under the leadership of Imam Jaffere Sadiq al-Islam for only 2 years, he used to say that if those 2 years would not have been in my life, then I would not have been where I came to be.
Over here we can see the student-teacher relationship. Imam Jaffere Sadiq had only one student, who was Imam Abu Hanifa. Imam Malik was a student of Imam Abu Hanifa. Imam Shafi'i was a student of both Imam Malik and Imam Abu Hanifa. And Imam Hanbal had the privilege of being the student of Imam Shafi'i, Imam Malik, and Imam Abu Hanifa.
And from here we can see that none of these 4 Imams were pure Arabs. They all came from different other countries and background, and they migrated to Medina after that. Although the 4 Imams are also called Imams, however, their title Imam in no way compare them or give them any equivalency to the infallible 12 Imams, who are the direct descendants of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa sallam.